Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, and welcome to the Sri Vidya Temple's online classes in chanting. Today, we're going to learn a new stotram. It's the Ardhanarishwara Stotram. So this is something that was composed by Sri Adi Shankaracharya. And I'm sure you all would know that the form of Ardhanarishwara literally is the form of the Lord Ishvara or Lord Shiva, who that is half lady or half woman. So this is the form that is showing Devi on the left side of the form and Lord Shiva on the right side. So this stotram, it's a very beautiful and very little bit philosophical stotram. And there's also very beautiful descriptions of what is Devi looking like on the left side and what is Lord Shiva looking like on the right side. So you'll see as we get into it. And then one very nice thing about this stotram is that the second half of the so the ending half line of each shloka actually ends as Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya, which means offering our respect and salutations to Shiva and also Shiva. So Devi and Shiva. Those are the feminine and masculine forms of the name Shiva, meaning eternal, all-pervasive, auspicious, divine light. So that light that pervades the entire cosmos. So this is something that's also part of a mantra that you may have heard in the temple very often when Aya is doing puja or somebody else is doing puja. We may use the mantra Om Hrim Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya. So this is a very powerful and sacred mantra, and this gets repeated in each shloka of this stotram. So in terms of when you might want to chant this stotram, it's obviously it's good for any Devi puja, Shiva puja that you may be doing. You can chant it really at any time or any day. But certain festivals would be very significant and certain days would be very significant. So the festival of Kedara Gauri Vratam, which is celebrated in a very grand way at the temple, is the story of Divine Mother attaining half of Lord Shiva's body. So that would be a very, very auspicious and meaningful time. It's already passed for this year, but that's a very good time to recite this stotram. And of course, anytime like Shivaratri, Mahashivratri, Tiruvampavai, which is coming up in January, any Pradosham day, and any Devi day, like Fridays, full moon days, Tuesdays, things like that. Those are all wonderful times. Also, right now, we're in the month of Kartika, Kartika Masa, and the Somavaras, or the Mondays, are very, very auspicious in the Kartika month for Lord Shiva. So that would also be a very good time to recite this stotram. So what I will do is I will share my screen. Just 1 second to figure this out. Okay, so now this should be shared. And let's see if I can. Okay, there we go. All right, so on the screen is the stotram in English transliteration. So I will start with the Ganapati prayer, and then we'll start the learning. Om Shuklam शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये. Okay, so would anybody like to repeat the lines?
Yeah, I can do it. If nobody's doing that.
Okay, sounds good. All right. So starting from Champeya. So I'm going to use a simple melody. And of course, this is a stotram. It's not Veda mantras. So anyone can use any melody they like or whatever is easiest for them. And I'm going to do the lines in the same melody for each line. And then at the end, if I recite the whole thing, I can show like a variation, but we'll just keep it simple. For the learning part. Champeya Gaurardha
Champeya Gaurardha Champeya Gaurardha
Sharirakaye
Sarirakaye Sarirakaye
Karpura Gaurardha
Karpura Gaurardha Karpura Gaurardha
Sharirakaya
Sarirakaya Sarirakaya.
Good. So I'm going to do the full line. Champeya Gaurardha Sharirakaye Karpura Gaurardha Sharirakaye.
Champeya Gaurardha Sarirakaye Karpura Gaurardha Sarirakaye Champeya Gaurardha Sarirakaye Karpura Gaurardha Sarirakaye.
Good. So here, the line is this full thing starting from Champeya and ending at the Dandam here. So if we were reciting something in Anushtup Chandas, like Lalita Sahasranama or Devi Mahatmyam, something like that, we wouldn't have any pause in the middle of the line. But because these verses are in a longer chandas, a longer meter, so there's more syllables in each line, you can take a break, for example, in the middle of the line. So that's why I've formatted the lines in this way, where you can see where you can take a small break instead of just chanting all the way through, just like without any break at all. Okay, but it's a very small break, which you can hear. Okay, so now we'll do the next line. Dhammillakayai cha jartadharaya.
Dhammillakaye cha jattadharaya Dhammillakaye cha jattadharaya. Sorry.
Good. It's this is very challenging. I also find this combination a little tricky because we have cha and then ja and then ta and then dha. So having that sequence of sounds like that, it's definitely a more challenging sequence. So that will take a little bit more practice. Okay, and then the ending of the line is Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya.
Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya.
Good. So then the full line would be Dhammillakayai cha jartadharaya Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya.
Dhammillakayai cha jatadharaya Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya. Dhammillakayai cha jatadharaya Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya.
Good. So this verse is starting by describing that that one half of the body is shining with the light, the bright light, like a champaka flower.
Yeah.
And so that would be Devi. And then one side of the body is, one half of the body is shining with the light like karpura. So a very bright, beautiful white light is on the side of Lord Shiva. And then it's describing the hairstyle on the side of Divine Mother is like a beautiful braided hairstyle. And then on the side of Lord Shiva, it's like the matted locks, the crown, Jata Makuta, the crown of matted locks. Okay, so now we'll do the second shloka. Kasturica kumkumacharchitayai
Kasturiका कुङ्कुमचर्चितायै कस्तूरिका कुङ्कुमचर्चितायै
Chitarajaf punja vicharchitaya
चितारजपुञ्जिविसर्जिताय चितारजपुञ्जिविसर्जिताय.
Okay, so in the middle of the line, we have punja vicharchitaya. Punja vicharchitaya. Okay, so I'll do that. We'll do that one more time. Chitarajaf punja vicharchitaya.
चितारजपुञ्जविचर्चिताय चितारजपुञ्जविचर्चिताय.
Good. And notice how there's a visarga at the end of rajaha. So chita rajaha and then punja. So we pronounce the visarga here as an f sound,
Yeah.
f, like an English f, because it's followed by the pa sound. So it will sound like chita rajaf punja, chita rajaf punja. Okay. So now I'll do the full line. Kasturika kumkuma charchitayai chitarajaf punja vicharchitaya.
कस्तूरिका कुङ्कुमचर्चितायै चितारजः पुञ्जविचर्चिताय कस्तूरिका कुङ्कुमचर्चितायै चितारजः पुञ्जविचर्चिताय.
Good. Now the next line. Krutasmarayai vikrutasmaraya.
कृतस्मरायै विकृतस्मराय कृतस्मरायै विकृतस्मराय.
Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya.
Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya.
Okay, now the full line. Vikrutasmarayai Vikrutasmaraya Namah Shivayai Cha Namah Shivaya.
Krutasmarayai Vikrutasmaraya Namah Shivayai Cha Namah Shivaya. Krutasmarayai Vikrutasmaraya Namah Shivayai Cha Namah Shivaya.
Good. So I think you may be looking at the Tamil script
No,
document.
Sanskrit.
Sanskrit? Okay. So one thing to keep in mind is when you have a word like vikruta here. So this R is the vowel, as you know. So there's no holding here. So it
Vikruta.
sounded just a little bit like you were saying vikruta
Okay.
with holding on the ik, but there's no holding here. So it's
Okay.
just like
Vikruta.
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 Vikruta. Okay.
Vikruta. Okay.
Okay. But very
Thank you.
good. Okay, so we've done this line, and I'm just going to check the chat. So who said that they would do after Charu Amma? Who's us?
Anupama.
Hmm?
Anupama?
Okay, SL is you. Okay, got it. Okay, so now we'll go to Anupama Amma for shloka number 3. Jharnat Varnat Kankarnanupurayai
Janat Kwanat Kankananupurayai. Janat Kwanat Kankananupurayai.
Good. Padabjarajat Parninupuraya
Padabjarajat Panit Nupuraya. Padabjarajat Paninupuraya.
Good. Now I'll do the full line. Jharnat Varnat Kankarnanupurayai Padabjarajat Parninupuraya.
Jhanat Kwanat Kankananupurayai. Padabjarajat Paninupuraya. Jhanat Kwanat Kankananupurayai. Padabjarajat Paninupuraya.
Good. So everyone can notice that there's a Mahaprana here, Jharnat, Jharnat. That J sound is pretty rare, but here it's indicating the Jhana Jhana sound of the anklets, the Nupura of Divine Mother. So this is talking about the very delicate and lovely sound that's being made by her anklets. And of course, Lord Shiva's anklet is a snake, so that's a little different. And then also there's a Mahaprana here, Parni. Okay, so let's do the next line. Hemangadayai bhujagangadaya.
Hemangadayai Bhujangagadaya. Hemangadayai Bhujangangadaya.
So here, this word here is actually bhujaganga. So it's coming from the word bhujaga, like a snake or cobra, and anga. So it's talking about one of the ornaments. I think the one that's worn on the lower or the arm above the elbow. So Devi's or arm ornaments are made of gold. So she's wearing the hema or golden angada, and then Lord Shiva is wearing his armlet or Angada is made of the bhujaga, like bhujaga shayana, residing, like sleeping on the cobra. So bhujaga. So bhuja ganga daya. Okay. So just wanted to clarify that. And then the next part. Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya.
Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya.
Good. Now the full line. Hemangadaya bhujagangadaya. Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya.
Hemangadaya bhujagangadaya. Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya. Hemangadaya bhujagangadaya. Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya.
Good. So just you can just give a little more emphasis to the Mahaprana here in bhujaga, bhujaganga. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now we'll do the next shloka. Vishala nilot palalochanayai.
Vishala nilotpalalochanaye. Vishala nilotpalalochanaye.
Vikasi pankeruhalochanaya.
Vikasi pankeruhalochanaya. Vikasi pankeruhalochanaya.
Good. Now the full line. Vishala nilot palalochanayai. Vikasi pankeruhalochanaya.
Vishala nilotpalalochanaye. Vikasi pankeruhalochanaya. Vishala nilotpalalochanaye. Vikasi pankeruhalochanaya.
Good. Now the next line. Sameksharnayai vishameksharnaya.
Samekshanayai vishamekshanaaya. Samekshanayai vishamekshanaaya.
Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya.
Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya.
Now the full line. Sameksharnayai vishameksharnaya. Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya.
Samekshanayai vishamekshanaaya. Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya. Samekshanayai vishamekshanaaya. Namah Shivaya cha Namah Shivaya.
Good. So the shloka is talking about what Divine Mother's eye looks like, and like a beautiful long lotus petal. And then also Lord Shiva's eye is shining brightly like a lotus. excuse me. And then the next line is also talking about the glances coming from their eyes. So this shloka is focused on their eyes. Okay, and then we can go to the next shloka. Mandara mala kalita lakayai. Anupamama?
Oh, sorry. Mandaramala kalita lakayai. Mandaramala kalita lakayai.
Kapalamalankita kandharaya.
Kapalamalankitakandharaya. Kapalamalankitakandharaya.
Mandaramala kalita lakayai. Kapalamalankita kandharaya.
Mandaramala kalita lakayai. Kapalamalankitakandharaya. Mandaramala kalita lakayai. Kapalamalankitakandharaya.
Divyambarayai chadigambaraya.
Divyambarayai cha digambaraya. Divyambarayai cha digambaraya.
Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya.
Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya.
Divyambarayai chadigambaraya. Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya.
Divyambarayai cha digambaraya. Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya. Divyambarayai cha digambaraya. Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya.
Good. And in this shloka, Adi Shankaracharya is describing the beautiful red hibiscus garland that Divine Mother is wearing. And on the other hand, Lord Shiva has a garland of skulls, the kapalas. So he's wearing the kapala mala on his side. And Divine Mother is wearing divyambara, divine clothes, and Lord Shiva is digambara. So he's clothed only in the 10 directions. No clothes needed for him. Okay, so now we'll do the next shloka. Ambodharashyamalakuntalayai.
Ambodharashyamalakuntalayai. Ambodharashyamalakuntalayai.
Tadit prabhatamrajatadharaya.
Tadit prabhatamrajatadharaya. Tadit prabhatamrajatadharaya.
Ambodharashyamalakuntalayai. Tadit prabhatamrajatadharaya.
अम्भोधरश्यामलकुन्तलायै तडित्प्रभाताम्रजटाधराय अम्भोधरश्यामलकुन्तलायै तडित्प्रभाताम्रजटाधराय.
Good. So I'll do the second line all together since it's repeating. Nirishvarayai Nikhileshvaraya Namah Shivayai Cha Namah Shivaya.
निरीश्वरायै निखिलेश्वराय नमः शिवायै च नमः शिवाय. निरीश्वरायै निखिलेश्वराय नमः शिवायै च नमः शिवाय.
Good, very good. So we'll do one more shloka. Okay. Prapanchasrishtyonmukhalasya kayai.
प्रपञ्च.
So we can do prapancha, and then srishtyun, mukha, lasya kayai. So it's prapancha srishtyun mukha lasya kayai. I'll chant it one more time. Prapancha srishtyun mukha lasya kayai.
प्रपञ्चसृष्ट्युन्मुखलास्यकायै प्रपञ्चसृष्ट्युन्मुखलास्यकायै.
Good. Samastasamharakatandavaya.
समस्तसंहारकताण्डवाय समस्तसंहारकताण्डवाय.
Good. Now the full line. Prapancha srishtyunmukhalasya kayai samasta samharakatandavaya.
प्रपञ्चसृष्ट्युन्मुखलास्यकायै समस्तसंहारकताण्डवाय प्रपञ्चसृष्ट्युन्मुखलास्यकायै समस्तसंहारकताण्डवाय.
Good. It sounds a little bit like the Tandava is coming like Tandha. So there's no Mahaprana here. So we just want to pronounce it like the Alpa Prana. Tandava. No dha here. Okay, let's do the next line. Jagatjananyai Jagadeekapitre Namah Shivayai Cha Namah Shivaya.
जगज्जनन्यै जगदेकपित्रे नमः शिवायै च नमः शिवाय. जगज्जनन्यै जगदेकपित्रे नमः शिवायै च नमः शिवाय.
Very nice. So this shloka is very beautiful. Before this one, mostly we were having like physical descriptions of the appearance of Devi and Lord Shiva. But in this one, it talks about how the creation of the entire cosmos starts just from the gentle smile on Divine Mother's face. And then I don't like to say destruction, but dissolution or merging back into the divine source, the samasta samharaka, happens through the Tandava Nritya, the fierce Tandava dance of Lord Shiva. So if you imagine the Ardhanarishwara form, left side is Devi and right side is Shiva. One side is bringing the cosmos into creation through the gentle smile, and the other side is absorbing that divine creation back into himself through the Tandava dance. Then we have Jagat Jananye Jagateka Pitre, so to the mother of Jagat, to the mother of all, and to the father of this entire cosmos, I bow down. Namah Shivaya to Namah Shivaya. So this is a very beautiful shloka with a lot of feeling behind it. So we just have really one more shloka and then the phala-shruti. So I can't see the chat right now. So is there anyone else who would like to repeat the lines?
Aruna Amma has volunteered.
Yeah, I can
Okay,
repeat
great.
them.
Okay, very nice. All right, so we'll start from the 8th shloka. Pradiptaratnojvalakundalaye
प्रदीप्तरत्नोज्ज्वलकुण्डलायै प्रदीप्तरत्नोज्ज्वलकुण्डलायै
Good. Sphurannamahapannaga-bhushanaya
स्फुरन्महापन्नगभूषणाय स्फुरन्महापन्नगभूषणाय
Good. Pradiptaratnojvalakundalaye Sphurannamahapannaga-bhushanaya
प्रदीप्तरत्नोज्ज्वलकुण्डलायै स्फुरन्महापन्नगभूषणाय प्रदीप्तरत्नोज्ज्वलकुण्डलायै स्फुरन्महापन्नगभूषणाय.
Good. Okay, now the next line. Shivanvitayai cha Shivanvitaya Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya.
शिवान्वितायै च शिवान्विताय नमः शिवायै च नमः शिवाय शिवान्वितायै च शिवान्विताय नमः शिवायै च नमः शिवाय.
Good. Okay. So this is the last shloka of the primary part of the stotram. And this last line is very beautiful because it ends by emphasizing that that we are bowing or offering our respect to the one who is one with Shiva, and then the one who is one with Shiva. So here again, there's this emphasis on the names Shiva and Shiva, and specifically emphasizing that they are one with each other. So this is talking about the oneness of the divine mother and the divine father, but we can also take it on a more philosophical level that it's the oneness of what seems to be dualistic, what seems to be like opposites or separate, actually can be viewed as a divine oneness or unity. Just like we have the name in Lalita Sahasranama, Shiva Shakti Rupini. She is the form of the oneness of Shiva and Shakti, the masculine and the feminine. And something that seems very interesting in the stotram is that we see very often that the side for mother is everything is very beautiful and delicate and pleasing to the eyes, like golden jewelry, divine silken clothes, very beautiful braided hairstyle, wearing, the kumkum and the kasturi and so on. And then when we look at the side of Lord Shiva, most of the things are a little bit scary. There's snakes everywhere. His hair is a little bit unkempt. He's doing the very fierce Tandava dance. So everything is a little bit scary on that side. But when you consider that they're both part of the same cosmic being, we can see that both those kinds of experiences, whether it's very pleasing or very scary, or even unpleasant, those are part of the same divine reality and the same consciousness, just showing up in those different ways. And we just experience it as either pleasing to the senses or not pleasing to the senses. So I thought that was very interesting. Okay, so this is the phala-shruti verse here. So we'll just do this right now. Etat partedashtakamishtatadamyo
एतत् पठेदष्टकमिष्टदं यो एतत् ये it's etat, right? Did I say it
Yes.
right first time? Okay.
Yes, it's correct. Etat.
Okay. एतत् पठेदष्टकमिष्टदं यो.
Good. Now the next part. Bhaktya samanyo bhuvi dirghajivi.
भक्त्या समान्यो भुवि दीर्घजीवी. Sorry. भक्त्या समान्यो भुवि दीर्घजीवी.
Good. So here, this last word, GV. So both are dirgha vowels.
Okay.
So we would just say it as dirgha GV.
Okay.
So now I'll do the full line. Etat partedashtakamishtatadam yo bhaktya samanyo bhuvi dirgha GV.
एतत् पठेदष्टकमिष्टदं यो भक्त्या समान्यो भुवि दीर्घजीवी. एतत् पठेदष्टकमिष्टदं यो भक्त्या समान्यो भुवि दीर्घजीवी.
Good. So this line is just saying that whoever recites this ashtakam, these 8 shlokas that came before, with devotion and with good concentration, will have long life. And then in the next line, it's indicating that that person will attain saubhagyam anantakalam. So they will all the days they will have the divine auspiciousness in their life and will attain samasta siddhi, so perfection in everything. So now we'll do this line. Prapnoti saubhagyamanantakalam.
प्राप्नोति सौभाग्यमनन्तकालम् प्राप्नोति सौभाग्यमनन्तकालम्
भूयात् सदा तस्य समस्तसिद्धिः
भूयात् सदा तस्य समस्तसिद्धिः भूयात् सदा तस्य समस्तसिद्धिः.
Good. Now the full line. प्राप्नोति सौभाग्यमनन्तकालं भूयात् सदा तस्य समस्तसिद्धिः
प्राप्नोति सौभाग्यमनन्तकालम् भूयात् सदा तस्य समस्तसिद्धिः प्राप्नोति सौभाग्यमनन्तकालम् भूयात् सदा तस्य समस्तसिद्धिः.
Good. So that is the end of the phala-shruti. And then the next line is just sort of reciting who is the author, Adi Shankaracharya, and so on. So I'm going to leave that for now. So I think what I'll do is chant the full stotram, and I'll include this line at the end so everyone can practice the full stotram. And if my voice holds up, I'll do the second line in a slightly different melody just to sort of show one variation. But no problem to do the same melody for each line. Champeya gaurardhasharirakaयै Karpura gaurardhasharirakaaya Dhammillakaye cha jatadharaya Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya Kasturika kumkuma charchitayai Chitarajaf punja vicharchitaya Krutasmarayai vikrutasmaraya Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya Jharnat Varnat Kangananupurayai Padabjarajat Parninupuraya Hemangadaye Bhujagangadaya Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya Vishalanilotpalalochanayai Vikasipankeruhalochanaya Samekshanaye Vishamekshanaaya Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya Mandaramala Kalitalakayai Kapalamalankitakandharaya Divyambarayai Chadigambaraya Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya Ambodharashyamalakundalaयै Taditprabhatamrajatadharaya Nirishwarayai Nikhileshwaraya Namah Shivayai cha Namah Shivaya प्रपञ्चसृष्ट्युन्मुखलास्य कायै समस्तसंहारकताण्डवाय जगज्जनन्यै जगदेकपित्रे नमः शिवायै च नमः शिवाय प्रदीप्तरत्नोज्ज्वलकुण्डलायै स्फुरन्महापन्नगभूषणाय शिवान्वितायै च शिवान्विताय नमः शिवायै च नमः शिवाय एतत् पठेदष्टकमिष्टदं यो भक्त्या समान्यो भुवि दीर्घजीवी प्राप्नोति सौभाग्यमनन्तकालं भूयात् सदा तस्य समस्तसिद्धिः इति श्रीमत्परमहंसपरिव्राजकाचार्यस्य श्रीगोविन्दभगवत्पूज्यपादशिष्यस्य श्रीमच्छङ्करभगवतः कृतौ अर्धनारीश्वरस्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णम्. Okay, so that completes the Ardhanarishwara Stotram. Does anybody have any questions about any of the lines?
No. In the Sanskrit, I don't know, since I'm looking at my iPhone, 7, 8, 9, these are all kind of mixed up the lines. I don't see sometime. Maybe I will look it up in the
Yeah.
regular.
You're right. It's kind. That's why when we came to Prapancha Srishtun
Yeah.
Mukala, we didn't do that.
Okay.
We
I
only
could not say it. The lines are not there. Everything kind of mixed up. Some other words are there.
yeah.
Okay. It must be some mistake when I was making the documents then.
7, 8, 9.
7, 8, and 9.
Yeah.
Okay, I will look at
So
those.
could not read it.
Okay, sorry about that. I was going one by one and doing the different languages, and I must
Yeah,
have
that's
messed those up
okay.
a bit. Okay.
But,
All right, I will look at those, and hopefully I can post those again.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so thank you very much for joining. Sri Matre Namaha, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha.
very melodious. Last time you said it was very good.
Oh, it's a beautiful stotram. I really
Yeah,
enjoyed
I
this one.
hope.